Right, so if I'm not mistaken, I have two recent comic book films to review, so let's get into them both. Thor Ragnarok and the new Justice League film. Right, first of all, Thor Ragnarok. Me personally, I really loved it. I mean, the first two Thor films I thought they were okay, don't get me wrong, but it felt like they were just filler to get to the Avengers films. I mean, the first Thor was really good, though maybe could have done a little bit less with the whole fish out of water story. That's just me personally, but other than that, I thought the first one was pretty good. Thor the Dark World was kind of a mess, to be fair. I mean, all that time spent building up the Dark World and it's just a flat landscape. I mean, come on, really? Nah, I didn't get that one. Anyway, Thor Ragnarok is definitely the best out of the Thor films. It's definitely the funniest. It's a really different shift of tone, but honestly, I feel like the Thor films kind of needed that, to be fair. Chris Hemsworth is actually able to bring a lot of comedy to the role of Thor this time around, which I thought was a really nice touch. And honestly, I think this is probably one of the best Hulk films that we've seen. I realise that's not exactly saying much, but yeah, Mark Ruffalo does a really good job of portraying the Hulk this time, and they actually give the Hulk himself a bit more of a personality, not just Bruce Banner, but when he's actually in the Hulk form. I thought that was really interesting. Cate Blanchett just seems to be having the time of her life playing Hela the villain. She's just chewing up every bit of scenery she can, and she's great as always. I mean, it's Cate Blanchett. You can't really go wrong with her. And yeah, like I said, just the comedic tone in general was just really funny. Loki's still really good, and yeah, I mean, Thor Ragnarok I just really, really liked. Now, Justice League. Justice League, it has problems. I'm not gonna lie, it definitely has problems. I mean, the reshoots are absolutely obvious. Of course, Henry Cavill's controversial CGI mustache lip. I'm not going to get into that because plenty of other YouTubers and reviewers on here have, but yeah, it's really, really noticeable. Ezra Miller as the Flash, he was fine, don't get me wrong. I mean, but Grant Gustin's my Flash. I mean, come on. I love the show, and I just miss Grant Gustin as Flash in Justice League. I wish he was the Flash. I mean, he is the Flash, but I just wish he was the Flash in the cinematic universe as well. But anyway, Affleck as Batman is still really good. Actually, my favourite character in this film is actually Jason Momoa as Aquaman, or Aqua Bro, I guess you could call him. The CGI on Cyborg was kind of noticeable at the start. It did get better as the film went on, but still didn't really do that much for me. One of the big problems with this film is that it has to do 3 origin stories for Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg, and yeah, they should have had their own films before this came out, because they have to, because for those 3, they have to show both their origin stories and introduce them in the thick of it. And I feel like if they each had their own films leading up to this, we would have been able to understand them a bit better. But that's just my personal feeling. Steppenwolf is kind of weak as the villain. I don't know. Affleck as Batman is, once again, awesome. Godot as Wonder Woman just kicks ass as always. And Cavill as Superman is actually likable this time around. Yeah, Superman is actually the shiny beacon of hope he's meant to be. He's not brooding anymore, which is fun. Thank you. I like this Superman. Anyway, just to wrap it up, Justice League definitely has problems, but it is definitely a step in the right direction, I will say that. Right, that's all from me for now, guys, and I'll have a video about the Avengers Infinity War trailer out tomorrow. Oh my god, that was so awesome. Anyway, that's all from me for now, guys. I'll catch you later.